If you wanted an unboxing and setup video for the Canon Pixma G1200, then stay tuned because today that's what we're going to be doing. Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer video, and today we got the Canon Pixma G1200 Mega Tank printer. And today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing this printer, taking a look at all the different specs, taking a look at the bottled ink system. And it doesn't end with this video. There's going to be some other videos in the description box on how to install the ink if you need a more in-depth video on that. And if it ever comes down to it, I'm going to be making a repair video to show you how to repair this printer or clean the print head on this printer in case it ends up getting clogged. And I may do some other comparative videos comparing this printer to a higher model or to a later model. But if this video does end up being helpful, I ask that you like the video. If you have any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, I ask that you please subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you can be notified of any videos that I end up posting. Now, all the information I'm going to be talking to you about in regards to this printer is going to come directly from the spec sheet, which is a detailed page that Canon releases on each one of their printers and basically talks about all of the functionality, all of the different specs. So that's what I'm going to be referring to when I talk about this printer. Also, I did want to mention quickly the sponsor of this video is the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. Essentially, if you are printing blank pages, not able to print a certain color, or you're printing choppy, or lines are coming up in your prints, or you have an overall in general print quality issue, you're going to want to use the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. There are a ton of videos on my channel. If you just go to my channel icon down below and you click on it and you go to the search bar, you'll find an exact match or something very similar to your printer, and you can use those instructions along with this cleaning kit to solve your print head issue. Now, anytime during the video, you can pause this video, go down, click the link in the description below for this product, get yours today, and come back and watch the rest of this video. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get right into this box. Alright, so what you're going to be getting inside the box, of course, is the printer itself. You're going to get a printer manual. You're also going to get ink bottles. You're going to get a power cable, and basically everything you need to get started here. Of course, this is a 4-color ink system with, you got the print heads that you need to install. I'm going to be showing you how to install those print heads, but you have black color, you have magenta, yellow, and cyan. Those are all the colors you're going to be installing. You have a USB port on the back of the printer that you can use to connect directly to a PC. And here on the side, you have your power input so that you can power on the printer. Here, we're going to be removing the last of the orange tape. There's going to be a lot of orange tape you need to remove. And at this point, you're going to be able to work on the print head carriage or the print head compartment. After powering on the printer, you're going to want to install these print heads. One of them is going to be for black, one of them is going to be for color. You're also going to be getting a user manual, so anything that I don't cover in this video, you can really go to this manual, go to the links that they're directing you to, and you will get all the instructions you need. Here, what we're doing is we are installing the print head onto this printer, or the print heads. You're going to have 2 of them, color and black. You see here how you can press on the latch at the bottom of the print head carriage area, and you can lift that up, and here is where you're going to have your new print heads installed. So you're going to take them, each one of them, handle them exactly how I'm handling them. Make sure you take off all of the orange tape, all of the plastic off of it, so that you can then have it facing towards you. You need to be looking at the letter facing the right way, and then you're going to simply just place it in to that ink compartment, ink carriage. This ink carriage will then hold the print head, which is what this is. You're going to put it in the corresponding letter. So if it has B on it, it goes into the B slot. And with the C color, you're going to take that C print head and place it in the C slot on the print head carriage. This one has 3 inserts because that's 3 colors that are going to be going through that print head, whereas the black one only had 1 insert. You're placing that right down in there, and then you're locking everything in place. Now, the next thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be installing the ink bottles. The ink bottle install is fairly simple, but if you need additional instructions, there's going to be a video in the description box with more detailed instructions, more detailed attention to installing the ink. In this video, I'm simply going to be doing something really quick so you get the gist of it, and then I'm going to be moving on because really what we want to pay attention to here is the actual specs of this printer. Speaking of the specs, what you're going to be able to get with the black printing is 8.8 pages per minute, and with color you're going to get 5 pages per minute. So that's the speed. That's pretty average when you compare it to other printers. It's a little bit lower. And then your printing resolution is going to be 4800 by 1200 dpi. The connectivity with this printer is going to be compatible with Windows and Mac OS systems. Now, you're not able to connect, unfortunately, to a smartphone or to an iPad. I tried through this process and I was not able to connect to either one of the devices. The way I was able to connect was with a USB cable connected directly to the printer all the way into the PC, or in this case, I used a MacBook. So with the MacBook, if it doesn't have a USB port, you're going to have to use an extension. Now, I have another video that I'll put in the description box showing you how to connect, not wirelessly, but with a wire connecting directly. And how do you print? How do you set up that printer on the laptop or PC that you're using without using the CD even that comes in the box? You really don't need it. It really will connect on its own with most newer computers. Now, with this Mega Tank printer, you're moving away from using an ink cartridge and now you're using an ink bottle. That's going to be a lot more effective cost-wise, and it's also going to give you longevity when it comes to using the printer because you're going to be able to print a lot more, and the printer is going to last a lot longer because you're not going to run into those error codes, print head issues. Now, you are going to be able to fit 100 sheets of paper on that back paper tray, and that's the only paper tray that you have on this printer. Here you can see the ink system being charged or filled up with ink, and that's ink that's going from the tanks into the print heads. Now, if you were wanting to print on photo paper, you're only going to be able to fit 20 sheets of 4x6 and 10 sheets of 5x7 on that back paper tray. That's the most it's going to be able to handle. So who should buy this printer? Someone who doesn't need to do scanning because you don't have a glass scanner or an automatic document feeder. Someone who doesn't really care to connect with a smartphone or with any other smart device, doesn't really mind connecting directly to a PC, and someone who that doesn't mind there not being a LCD or any type of screen on this printer. There's a lot of printers that don't have a screen where you're just using the buttons and you're just clicking, holding down the power button, holding down the stop button, and that essentially gets you what you need to do on the printer, but that's very, very low functionality. That's the lowest you can go. And it kind of reminds me of a lot of the older printers. And so for me, I wouldn't buy this printer because I have a lot more needs. But if you don't have a lot of the needs, like, as I said, scanning, connecting with a wireless device, or you don't really care for all the bells and whistles and you don't need to scan, like I said, then you really don't need to worry about it. You can go ahead and buy this printer if you really just are looking to get into a entry-level Canon Mega Tank printer. If this video was helpful, please make sure to like. If you have any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. That's really all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.